Hello everyone! It's been a while since I've recorded, obviously. Things have been crazy recently, so, you know, great to be back, making another video. And you can tell that the menu for Ro-Scale Sandbox is different because I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been playing a lot recently in my off time when I can't record, but like, finally be able to be back to playing today on camera. So, first of all, 10 million visits update. There have been two recent updates. I kind of just lumped them together into one video, so that's kind of why I haven't uploaded in a while. So, you can see the new menu, change log. So, it's the new change log for this update, which is nice. So, also new settings menu, all of that. So let's just hit play. And then obviously you do change inside of the case. And then also block control same, all of the same, but the banner is new. That's nice to see. Also, yep, I have the bagels. Alright, so a new save menu as well. So it's nice to see a revised save menu, and you can actually see every single one of your slots at the same time. I have to say, this is kind of a big waste of space though, but I think they'll fix that eventually. Another update. But you can see, you can select your save. This is a surprise for you guys, because this was not in the last video. It was this one. This is an even newer one, so it's going to be great to see. Save, load, options, versions, all of that is still here, just in a different layout. So if I press load, I'm going to show you my new map that you guys probably have not seen before, because I haven't shown this on camera until now, and it'll be a little laggy, because vast improvement from some of my other maps, that's for sure. So I have a map here of every single track so far that is open access. So if anyone needs to join it, they can test these out. So the loop here, and then a few other tracks here and there. I have yet to fill in some of the stuff in the middle, but this loop is pretty much done. Also, there's gonna be a little spur line out here, but I'll get to that later. So if I head down this way, I will come out to here, which is my current plans for a factory on this area. That's not done yet. Here, this is the loop. So I have the station here, currently building. But here is all the stations. So we have this one right here. It's nice and well wooded. And then some farm fields. This stuff is still on the way. It's not done yet. This also, I need to complete the second half of this lake. And then we have a river crossing here. Anyway, I need to fix that. I'll do that later. But we have a bridge over the river. All these trees, nice little slope down. A lot of this is still in progress, but there's a nice little farm area here. I think I'll continue to expand as it goes along, so more farms out here. Small yard here where I'll spawn some of the new trains, and there's also a larger yard down that way, which I'll use. So that's here, of course, as well as another station here. So it's gonna be like a future town. I've built all of this, but I haven't really built the town yet. But the station is here, and the platforms are here, so that's nice. And then track curves down this way. This, I haven't thought of what to do yet. If you have any suggestions, put that in the comments below, and I'll consider that when setting this out that way. And then also over here is back at the start, so it's the town right here. Well, it's not really this town, but like it's the main station that you see when you first enter the map. So now let's head over this way. I'll fill you guys in as we go along. So over here is the yard, which not complete obviously, considering that it's very blank over here, not much to see, so that's alright. Then there's a save train over here I need to get rid of. We'll go over this stuff later. This is some of the update content. And then here is the main station of the city, Central Station, obviously. And I spent a lot of time building this, so I mean very high effort. I need to do a little bit of tweaking with this bridge, but pretty good. And then turning loop here, obviously, because you kind of need a turning loop. I will set up a station here eventually as I extend this line, which is the subway. Extend this out. Hopefully, should be ready to extend all this terraforming. Passing loop or turning loop here. Here's another yard kind of set up here, so I can send trains out if I need to. And then here we go along the subway, and here's the city. The city is right here, and I've obviously just recently started the city, so I mean it still needs work. I made some progress, but unfortunately deleted because of a bug, which is not too bad. But I just need to double check if it's carried over. Actually, we'll do that when we show the rolling stock and locomotives and stuff. But first, let me just finish the map. So as we go along the subway, so there's these nice trench stations, and then I have a ramp over to, well, I'll show last before we get into the content of the updates. Then we have tunnels and out this way, and then we have another subway station out here. And then this is where the line ends, and there's another turning loop. So now over here, the last thing I'll show you before we get into the major content. Over here we have the airport. It has a similar roof design to how I made Central Station. Obviously a little bit worse considering that the Central Station took more effort. But I mean, this is still nice. We still have the poles, that kind of pole design with the curved roof, sloped roof. But we have this here, and then the airport is still kind of underway. Kind of really just started it, but this is where it's at. And then obviously we have the planes that fly out that way. If we can get it to do that, that would be nice. But that is really all of the new map stuff, because this is a completely brand new map. Oh, I also have this little elevated light rail thing. I'll eventually swap the tracks out for new stuff, because I have to show you the new stuff. So let's get to that part. Let's show the content off. So first, let's go into the locomotives. We have a ton of new steam engines, all this stuff at the bottom here. So if I could get this to load. I'll also time lapse this for your sake. Keep this short and sweet. Alright, so I think as far as it goes, these are the newest steam engines added in the update. So we have all of these, some British steam engines, and then some American ones like this one, as well as the Mallard, and also these. So these are all the new steam trains. There are some more here. I bet some of these are new as well. But I haven't taken the time to remember which ones were from the previous update. So a lot of these are new. About all of these are new. So that's as far as it goes for the steam engines. I'm gonna go to electric because there's 4 new ones that I would like to plop down. So if I could put these down, you can see that these are the 2 NJ Transit light rail trains added. So these are nice new additions for anyone that's considering putting a light rail in their city. And then also an ETS and a C-Train LRV. So both of these are also new for the electric category. Then we go into diesel, and then there's a ton of new stuff to go over, because obviously these are going to be the most commonly added. Alright, so these are all the newest diesel locomotives. So we have a bunch of old school British local haul trains. And then also that used for freight. So freight and local hauls are all here. All these are new, and then some old-fashioned commuter trains. I don't really know the specifics. Point me out in the comments below. Just like nag me, just say, well, you got this wrong. And then also we have these 3 Rockford trains plus this 1 Spinach Co train, which these 3 are supposed to be for the commuter, which I'll show later, which has to do with dummy units. There's a ton of new dummy units that I will show, but these are for the commuter, and then this is just another Spinach Co train right here. So go along with the dummy units, there's a lot of new dummy units. Oh, I completely ignored all of this stuff. This stuff is all new too, but I can't be bothered to place it all down, to be honest. So all of this stuff here that you're looking at is all new stuff. So all of this, yeah, about till here, all of this below is all new. So that's all new content that has been added. So that was sick. All right, now let's go into the dummy units, because dummy units, there are a bunch of new ones. So to start, let's add all the gallery cars that are dummy units. So that would be the Metro cab car, the Caltrain cab car, yeah, for that, and then also Ace. There's also Ace for mid-tier, and also this one. There is a Metrolink bi-level cab car, Caltrain bi-level cab car, Coaster bi-level cab car, Surfliner cab car, Go cab car, and a Metrolink cab car. So all of those are new dummy units, and then we have the Cabbage NPCU, and then these 3 are all new. So this is the Spinach Co one, should be just standard single level cab car right here, and then this one is for that Rockford train right there. And then if we get the other one, this one is just the same thing but without this extra text here. So these 2 are basically paired for this one. Or in theory you could also use it for that one as well. But both work. So that is all of the new dummy units added. So there's a ton of new dummy units to be messed around with. Go into special engines, there's nothing really new. Narrow gauge diesel, nothing really new. Narrow gauge steam though has a lot of new features, so let me head over to my narrow gauge track over here, because I think that's really only the most appropriate place to test it out. So yeah, if I head over here to my narrow gauge yard here, it's like the most appropriate place to test it. So this one is quite long for narrow gauge. Then we have all of these ones, which I will plop down one by one. Alright, so I think as far as it goes, these are all the new narrow gauge steam trains. So these 3 are variations of each other, these 4 are variations of each other, these 3 are variations of each other. This one is the red Garrett, and then there's also a black one that is Game Pass. So these are all additions, new additions. Any others though? So I've already looked over this, about, yeah. It's about all the new trains added. So I'm going to clear all of them. And then now, let's look through the new rolling stock. So I'm gonna have to actually go to my massive yard out this way just to test them out. Yeah, I think the place to do it. So let's test out all this new rolling stock. Alright, starting from here, a lot of the stuff is new. So this one is just a color variation of these 2. And these as well. But from here, all of this is new content I haven't covered before. So that would include all of these bi-levels. These were all included in the previous update to this. All these bi-levels, and then these box cars. Mr. Who's Caboose, a bunch of other steam train cars, tourist railroad cars, box cars, all of these Mark III coaches, military cars, and also these narrow gauge train carrying cars I think are cool, reefers, coal. And then from here is where all the most recent stuff is, all the most recent additions. So that would be these tenders, all the way up till here. These cars here, all of this, some of the classic Amtrak cars, Horizon cars, and then the commuter. And then also all of these are Game Pass. So that is as far as it goes for new additions in, like, based on gameplay. Now let's look at the new placeables. There's a bunch of new placeables here. So if we go into buildings, for example, you can see that there's now container ships as placeables. So those are new. Going down the row, this house I'm pretty sure is new, if I recall. I think that's as far as it goes here. This one is also part of the boats, the new boats. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that's all of the new placeables in the building section. Maybe the water tower could be, but other than that, I think that's all the new placeables in the building section. In the station section, we have a warehouse. This is new, and that's it. I think maybe the station building retro, this might be a new addition, but I don't remember. But those are the only new ones in that section. Going into power-based, pretty much nothing new as far as it goes. So yeah, that's nothing really new here. Skyscrapers, absolutely nothing new in the skyscrapers tab. Nothing new at all. Rails is where it gets interesting because they've added trestle bridges, like customizable trestle bridges or truss bridges, or however you want to call them, that you can build out of wood. So you have the white wood, natural wood. There should be, I think those are the only two, white wood and natural wood. We have these track and specs for narrow gauge. Then we have the white bridge deck, concrete bridge deck, black wood bridge deck. Then there should be a red wood bridge deck somewhere. Red wood, and then white wood bridge deck. Yeah, and then also all these narrow gauge things, like, and then as well as, yeah, narrow gauge switches, turntable, and then I think that's about it here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it here. So then roads is where it gets to the point where we're like, what has been added? And it honestly feels like nothing new has been added to the road section, which I think is just fine considering we have more than enough. But I don't think anything has been added in this section at all. Yeah, nothing new in the road section. So we've looked through all of these. Next we go into countryside, and I'm pretty sure nothing has been added to this section at all. We go into paths or rails, nothing has been added here. Terrain, we can skip. Nature, I don't think anything has been added in here. And then nature skyscraper just doesn't work. The block kit still hasn't been filled, but Interactive tracks, there isn't really anything new in the interactive tracks. No new switches, no new turns, and no new sections of track. What else they've done is they've fixed the gap fill tool so that you can now use gap fill with narrow gauge tracks and it will connect. It's not just the standard gauge only. So now we've looked at pretty much all of the new additions, and once again I will go into the change log just so you can see what's been added. So yeah, and then also there's a new crouch keybind, and then now you can fly with crouch instead of sprint to descend. And then yeah, and then improvements to B tools, and then you can undo, redo a lot easier, server placement, and then also height offset. So yeah, that's all the new stuff. So now we might as well test it, make a cool montage or something like that. So let's give it a go.